Hi guys, welcome to our channel Knowledge of Life Edu. In this video, I am talking all about masks in the context of coronavirus disease, that is COVID-19, and it advice for the public when and where and how to use masks. Masks should be used as part of a comprehensive strategy of measure to suppress transmissions and save lives. And the use of masks alone is not sufficient to provide an adequate level of protections against COVID 19. If COVID 19 is spreading in our community, stay safe by taking some simple precaution such as physical distancing, wearing masks, keeping room well ventilated, avoiding crowds, cleaning your hands, and coughing into bent elbow or tissues. Here are the basics of how to wear the mask. At first, clean your hands before you put your mask on, as well as before and after you take it off, and after you touch it at any time. And don't touch your mask while wearing it. And if you accidentally touch your mask, wash or sanitize your hand. Make sure it covers both your nose, mouth, and chin. And when you take off a mask, store it in a clean plastic bag and every day either wash it if it is a fabric mask or dispose of a medical mask. These medical masks were generally called surgical masks in a trash bin. And don't use masks with bulbs. Very important to know that don't use masks with bulbs. Do wear a mask outdoors when you expect to be around others. And don't share your mask with others. Don't leave your home without a face mask. Don't touch the informed to your mask and don't wear the mask covering under your nose or mouth. And this is the correct form to wear a mask. And this all are the incorrect form to wear a mask. It cannot prevent from viruses. And now, how do the different types of masks work? This is a medical mask generally called surgical masks, and these are fitting disposable masks. These are very loose fitting disposable masks, and they are meant to protect the wearer from contact with droplets and spray that may contain germs. And to make a medical marks or surgical marks more form fitting, not the ear loop where they attach to the marks and the fold and tuck the unneeded material under the edges. This is N95 masks is a type of respirator. It offers more protections than a medical mask does. Become this because it filters out both larger and small particles when the wearer inhales. Like surgical masks, N95 masks are intended to be disposable. However, researchers are testing way to disinfectant and reuse them. And some N95 and even some cloth masks have valves that make them easier to breathe through. And unfortunately, these masks don't filter air to wearer breathe out. For this reason, they have been banned in some places. Now I am talking about the cloth masks. It is intended to trap respiratory droplets that are released when the wearer talks, coughs, and sneezes. It also acts as a barrier to protect the wearer from inhaling droplets to reducing by others. And the most effective cloth masks are made of multiple layers of tightly woven fabric like cotton. A mask with layer with soft more droplets from getting through your mask, and escaping from it. From this video, we can conclude that why we wear masks. There is a chart. In the first case, person with COVID-19 and another person without COVID-19, and neither wears face covering, plus less than 6 feet apart. There, the chances of spread is very high. And in the second case, only healthy wear face covering, but the physical distance between two person is less than 6 feet. There are also high chances of spread. And if the person with COVID-19 only wears face covering, but the physical distance is not 6 feet, then the medium chance of spread of transmissions. If both wearing face covering but less than 6 feet, there are low chances of spreading. And if both wearing face covering and stay at least 6 feet, this is the condition where the very low chances of spreading COVID-19 to each other, and nearly none where everyone stay at home, but it's quite impossible uh, to get our daily needs to stay at home. So we focused on wearing the masks. So please stay at home if not needed. So please maintain physical distancing, wearing masks, keeping room well ventilated, avoiding crowds, cleaning your hands, and coughing into a bent elbow or tissue. Thus, we can fight against COVID-19 coronavirus. Do not wear the mask so it just covers the tip of your nose. And the proper way, wear your mask so it comes all the way up close to the bridge of your nose and all way down under your chin. Keep it sewn to your face. If your mask becomes wet or dirty, switch to a clean one and put the used mask in a sealed bag until you can get rid of it or wash it. Remove the mask by untying it or lifting off the ear loops without touching the front of the mask or your face. And thank you for wearing a mask over your nose and mouth before entering. Thank you from Knowledge of Life Edu. Hope this video will help you to understand the importance of masks during this pandemic situation. If this video will help you, please share this video with your friends and family.